Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Indeed, with 7 kids running around, there's no shortage of busy moments in the teen mom alum's home. And that is where the bond between her little ones shines through most. Honestly, all my kids love each other so much. Kailyn exclusively told E! News during the 11th Annual Reality TV Awards November 19. I couldn't have asked for better kids truly. The 32-year-old shares twins Verse and Valley, 12 months, and Rio, 22 months, with fiancé Elijah Scott, as well as Isaac, 14, with ex Jo Rivera, Lincoln, 10, with former husband Javi Marroquin, and Lux, 7, and Creed, 4, with ex Chris Lopez. Just month, Kailyn's youngest 2 marked their first birthday and with it, reached a major milestone. With the holidays soon approaching, Kel may get a little break as her family has an unconventional way of celebrating the festive season. I actually don't do holidays, she told E! All my kids go to their dads, and they have big families over there and they love their kids. I'm happy to send them to their dads for the holidays. Though she's proven and master of navigating life as a mom of 7, she isn't looking to add any more little ones to her family anytime soon. As she previously admitted, it was bittersweet to get her tubes tied following the birth of Verse and Valley. One day I'm like, okay, I'm definitely done. Yesterday, one of my girlfriends and I were laughing at wrestling, talking about we're definitely done, she shared with E! News in September. But if you asked me 2 days ago, Elijah and I might have been planning to do IVF or something, I don't know. The one thing that's really keeping her from having more children? The lack of individual time she would be able to give them. I think I do a really good job with that now, she noted about the time she can give each of her children. But if I added more, I just don't know that I would be able to give everybody individual time. Isaac. Kailyn Lowry was just 17 when she and high school boyfriend Jo Rivera welcomed their eldest son. And though they split a year later, the exes have settled into a comfortable co-parenting arrangement, Kailyn even hosting her baby mama's No Drama podcast with Jo's wife V. Rivera. We've come a long way since we were 18, Kailyn wrote on X after attending Jo and V's 2018 wedding. I couldn't ask for a better stepmom for Isaac. As for her oldest son, we have literally grown up together, but in some ways he's even more grown than I am, she wrote in an Instagram tribute on his 13th birthday, describing the devoted Olivia Rodrigo fan, musician, and basketball player as thoughtful, brilliant, funny, and at times a smartass. The Delaware State grad praised his caring heart. I think what really inspires me about him is the way he challenges social norms, she wrote. Because he is curious and open-minded, he can form his own thoughts and opinions. Isaac also accepts people for who they are and never how they're supposed to be. More people should be like him. Lincoln Marshall Marroquin joined the squad on November 16, 2013, roughly a year after the then-star of Teen Mom 2 with his father. Very much into sports, as Kailyn described the tween in a 2022 episode of her Barely Famous podcast. He spends a significant portion of his time bouncing between basketball and football games. He even had an NBA-themed bash for his 10th birthday, with a nod to his favorite player. No surprise, then, that he provided an assist when it came time to think up a name for his youngest brother. Verse came from Iverson, which is the name that Lincoln recommended, Kailyn revealed in a February 2024 TikTok. Obviously, it would be on his list because he's a huge basketball fan and an all-star sibling. To know Lincoln is to love him, she wrote in a 2022 birthday tribute. Lux football, wrestling, Rubik's Cubes, and Michael Jackson. These are a few of Lux Russell Lowry's favorite things. Kailyn's first child with ex-boyfriend Chris Lopez, Lux was born on August 5, 2017. Though she and Chris would continue their on and off romance for several years, right now, we don't communicate at all, she revealed to E! News in 2020. I'm hoping that it will get better with time, but I don't have a big vision. I don't have anything negative to say. I hope for our kids that everything works itself out in whatever direction that may be. And whichever way Lux heads, he's getting there fast. Lux came into this world at lightning speed and has kept us on our toes every single day since. Kailyn wrote while celebrating his 6th birthday with a WDE-themed bash. I love this little Leo baby so much. Though her relationship with Creed's dad, Chris, was notably rocky, one glance at his ultrasound sealed her decision. Much like his older siblings, all 3 of them have asked to hold the baby, and they're super loving on him, Kailyn told E! The podcaster was smitten from day one. Creed, Romello, Mello, Romy, Rome, Biggie. Biggs, she wrote on his 3rd birthday, a joint WDE feat with Lux. No words could accurately describe my love for this little firecracker, so I'll save the sap for real life. I wanted to be able to tell my own story on my own terms, Kailyn explained to People of Keeping news of her 5th son Rio private until well after his November 2022 birth. Though she acknowledged he had a little bit of a traumatic entrance into this world, where he went to the NICU, due to breathing issues and fluid in his lungs, he's been the best baby ever. First-time dad Elijah Scott deserves some props as well. It's been very different from my other partners and my kids' other dads, she said of her boyfriend. He pours concrete. He gets down and dirty at work. But he's also just a real family man. He's very, very much connected with his own family, with our family, and so he's been a really good partner to me. And I feel like it's a really good match. Which is perhaps why her first few months with Rio inspired her to keep the party going. Honestly, being a mom to 4 was harder than 5. But I think that was because my number 4 is so spicy, Kailyn revealed. Number 5 is fantastic. He's the world's greatest baby like. If all my babies were like this, I'd have 10 more. Kailyn finally entered her girl mom era in late October 2023, with the arrival of Verse in Valley, named for Kailyn's childhood growing up in Pennsylvania's Lehigh Valley, endured a longer NICU stay than her brother, as she worked through some feeding issues. I had never seen a baby in my life not wake up to eat or show signs of hunger, Kailyn explained on a January 2024 episode of Barely Famous. She would just sleep through feedings. She never had any feeding cues, and when I tried to feed her, she wouldn't take a bottle. And though Kailyn continues to worry about the twins' bond after their extended separation, I'm trying to remagnetize them to get them back to where they were. She's thrilled that her family is finally whole. I feel grateful, thankful, fulfilled, happy, complete, she noted. We're putting an addition on our house because of this. I feel so blessed. They are good babies.